What is going on, everybody? It is Kevin of Base Legend, and today we're checking out StarRupture. Now, if you're not familiar with StarRupture, it is by Creepy Jar, the same people who put out one of my personal favorite games, Green Hell. If you don't know about Green Hell, go look it up. We've probably done about 200 videos on Green Hell, including all of our live streams, but I am so excited to dive into StarRupture right now. This game, it's a playtest that we're going to be checking out today, but I have been thrilled to check it out since the day it came to my attention, the day they announced it here. Let's just do single player, skip. Nope, we're going to keep the tutorial custom. We can only pick the scientist. All right, let's see what's going on here. So there were 4 characters available, but we could only pick the scientist. So obviously more to come as we go here. Let's see what we can do. Getting scanned.
Life vitals normal.
All right, so we're going to check it out. I did downgrade the graphics for the sake of the playtest. Obviously, it's not a completed game, and so I always keep my expectations a little low just to check everything out. It's kind of getting a feel for some of the controls. Basic WASD movement, jump. We got to crouch. Yep, crouch on the control. Cool. All right, there's the airlock. So this is where we're at.
To Arcadia 7.
Arcadia 7. It's nice.
Arcadia is often bombarded by meteorites, which are rich in resources.
There's a
You have
meteor.
been equipped with a tool to acquire them. Use it to extract what's most valuable in the meteorite.
Man, gorgeous looking world design. Look at how beautiful that is. And before we dive into that, I want to kind of just look around for a sec. Gorgeous world design. Well done, Creepy Jar. And this, again, I have downscaled the graphics a little bit because the loading screens were giving me a little bit of an issue. But either way, it does seem to be looking pretty nice. Okay, so we have a weapon. Press 1 to equip our harvester. That's the harvester. Okay. Wow, pretty cool. And then we'll harvest this. We got to harvest the meteor heart. Do we have to like actually carve it out, or do we just like keep the beam on it and it works? Nope, just keep the beam on it and it works.
Everything here is fascinating.
The
Okay.
Cable Corporation is very glad to see your enthusiasm.
So now we got to place our base core.
Not bear it.
Nice. Valid.
Technically, you are not up. People have been to Arcadia before you.
Sit all the way back here.
The quality of their research and observations was embarrassing. You need someone who'll notice
Yeah.
important things, like Darwin.
Great spot.
Silence, but better.
Okay.
I'm glad.
Don't need that anymore. So cancel.
Well,
Okay. So now we got to collect titanium ore, wolfram ore, and then use a basic item printer. So it looks like this back here is the titanium. Okay, I see how it works. Just automatically heads right into our inventory. It's gonna take a little bit to get all of this. Looks like we're just getting titanium. Oh, it's picking up now that we got all those bars up. Okay, now we just gotta let that overheat or underheat, cool down. That's the phrase that I was looking for. All right, so that's your speed thing, is that. All right, so we have enough titanium. Cool down our harvester here. So where's the wolfram? Is that these other brownish blocks here? What's going on here? Does not look like those are reacting to anything. This is more titanium. Yep, that's just more titanium. Let's check out these red ones. The copper colored. Okay, yeah, so this is it right here. This is what we're looking for. Yep, exactly. Just gotta get 12 of these. And I see the heat meter. Heat meter's right there. It's kind of under the camera there, but the heat meter's right there on our harvester. Cool, we'll go ahead and stop before this thing overheats. Beautiful. All right, so now we got to use a basic item printer in the lander to create basic building materials. You need to make 120 of those. In the lander, like the lander that we came to the planet with, let's head on back that way. Let's head on back that way because that was called the building core, like the base core. And so I'm thinking that the lander is the thing that we landed on Arcadia 7 with. You know, that looks like a lander. Slide down hillsides. Man, I'm going to have to play with that. So press left control while running to slide down a hillside. Play with that in a little bit. All right, so here we are inside of our airlock. Nice personal storage. Is that a door? No. So I see storage. What's this over here? Mainframe message. Cool. It's exciting. Basic item printer. Here we go. All right, so basic building materials should be easy enough. And then we need to do a max of 22. So
Build the habitat that will protect from Arcadia's dangers.
oh, okay, that was it.
Remember that
I was expecting I actually have to wait it for the printing to finish. All right, so let's head on back to the base core. I love how, see, this is, in my opinion, why I was so excited. That looks so cool in terms of how Creepy Jar had like structured this. that you're diving into the base building almost immediately, like before any combat, before any like survival stuff. Like, yeah, I'm pretty thrilled about that. All right, here we are over at our base core. So now we're gonna put down a habitat like this. Okay, so I see it. It's like gridded out. I want to keep it near the core though. Yeah, look at this. We'll go ahead and take 2 steps back. Put it right. Nope, nope, no. Right there. Nice. Clean building. All right, and so next we got another one to do. Sure, I could probably just hit B. I didn't do any steps. Probably should have adjusted something here. And I want to pull out this again. Is there a way to readjust things? Hang on. Habitats have to be placed in the perimeter of a base core. Don't worry if you place the building in the wrong place. You can always deconstruct it using F, and all the building materials will be refunded. Cool. Yeah, and hold to deconstruct. Perfect, because I did not like that spot at all. I didn't want it elevated. Okay, so now we'll do this, but I want it a little bit lower. How do we get this lower? Height is the mouse wheel. Yep, there it is. Look at that. See, now that's clean. Now that looks really clean. Can I get rid of this? Just break this rock? Is that possible? Doesn't look like it's possible. All right, we'll have to figure that out. Okay, so let's put an airlock on this thing so that way we can get inside of it. Yeah,
Now that you have
right there.
the
Woohoo!
always have it nearby, thus optimizing your
What happened? Why am I stuck? I got stuck in here. Oh, I got stuck inside the airlock door. It was trying to go down. See it? Haha. Okay. Man, home sweet home. Or the start of it, at least. There's our printer. Corporate terminal. Put that right next to the printer. Everything convenient real quick. Let's check it out. All right, Training Corporation. So we can claim the orbital cargo launcher, the solar generator, and basic platforms. That would have been helpful a few minutes ago. Let's go ahead and claim all that. That's pretty normal. Yeah, get some windows in this.
Look up at the skies.
Nice, like that. All right, so we got our solar generator. Hang on, let's stop. Let's not worry about the solar generator yet because we will have to build one, but we'll do that in a second. There's our platforms. It says, hang on, supported platform, shallow stairs and stairs. Cool. Habitat, where's the thing that I'm looking for? Basic core? No. There it is. Orbital cargo launcher. We need some more supplies. Definitely need some more supplies. So let's go get some more supplies. Looks like we might as well just get a little bit of everything here. So we'll get the titanium. And I don't even remember what the other stuff was, but it was like that red copperish ore. That's what we need. We'll start getting this stuff. Man, come on. There we go. So it's when the white bar appears, that's when you're harvesting something. Wolfram ore, that's what this is. And if you are shooting at something in that white bar with the 5 dots next to it, if that doesn't appear, you're not actually harvesting anything. Gotta dissipate this heat real quick. There we go. Keep it up. So it looks like we have to do a lot of titanium. And so I'm going to get 25 wolfram and then 50 titaniums. Just overheated this. Damn it. Just real quick. Let's go ahead and just get the rest of it real fast. Yeah, there's the 25 wolfram. And now let's go get our titanium. Pretty clean. All right, there's the titanium. I want to get one of these harvester guns in real life. Like, how cool would that be? So we haven't had to worry about anything involving food or anything like that just yet. And so we'll keep ourselves ready for that because that's probably coming very soon. Let's get the heat out of this and then give it another go. That was kind of cool. All right, so there's 25. Want to get all the way up to 50 because we got to send in some titanium, and I'm hoping that's only like 25 that we need to send in. So we'll see. It's down real fast. Man, the heat dissipates so much quicker. It's like when you reload in a first-person shooter and you still have one in the chamber, you reload so much faster because you don't have to like cock the gun again. And so, yeah, same logic applies here. You dissipate heat on your harvester so much faster. All right, home sweet home. We're going to probably get a gun soon. Okay, so we need to make some more building parts. We spend all of our building parts buying windows because I like putting windows in bases. You should be able to see out your base, right? That makes sense to me. Okay, whoa, did that double the window? Nice. So if you put 2 windows next to each other, you double it. I like that. That's fun modular building right there. All right, so let's build max of those. Yep, done. Perfect. All right, what's the commission here? Current recipes. Wait, what's the commission? How do I access a commission? Okay, I'm guessing we have to do this orbital thing first. So let's go ahead and take care of that. So orbital cargo launcher. Let's go ahead and place this guy right here. Yeah, love that. Okay, and then we also need to get solar generator is what it was saying. Hooked up next to that. Oh, that was on this one. Yeah, look at this. Go down, then back. Yeah, back. Perfect. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. I wonder how many other awesome animations we're going to deal with right here. All right, so hang on. That's online. It looks like it's on, yeah, everything's in grid. So now we can do these walkways. I want to try to connect the base together. How? There it is, the platforms. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to just start connecting this stuff together. Can I do multiples? No, can't do multiples, but we can definitely do them one at a time. Don't have to adjust the height. I love it. Oh yeah, powering up the base. So now we have power inside of our habitat. I think I see the lights on in there. Yeah, I got some lights. That's fantastic. All right, so back outside here. So now we have to select a commission on the OCL. That's the orbital cargo launcher here. So is this the mission? Okay, so that's it? Just one? Okay, there you go.
Package?
I guess it's 1-to-1. So we're going to get some money for each one that we did.
Schematics for you.
It's going to send each one individually. Nice. So pretty much whatever we put inside of this thing just teleports down to Earth. There it is.
Just a bit
Let's toss some more on here. So there we go. All right, so now we got to claim our reward. I'm pretty sure that was on this, yeah, corporate terminal. It's naming everything in the tutorial in the top left, so you just got to follow along. Good tutorial here. All right, we got an ore excavator coming in, rails, rail support, and rail connectors. So now we're building some automation. This is going to be legit.
We've just unlocked new building schematics for you. Can you guess what they're for?
Yeah. Hang on, check it out. Check it out. Like, I knew I was hearing things blast off, but like, there you go.
You've equipment like this before.
All right, let's go. We got to build an ore excavator on a titanium deposit and then connect it with the OCL using drone rails. So this is going to be a little bit of a ride. Build it on top of here, I guess. So the game runs pretty well. It is kind of bogging my my stuff down a bit. Low hydration. We got to figure that out. How are we going to do that? Helium, calcium. We got to figure out something for some food and water. So let's get a move on, and hopefully it's part of our story here. So there's the rails. Here's our ore excavator. Nice. Rotate it. Like it. Okay, so every connected element can transfer energy. Connected buildings use rails. Using rails allows you to transfer energy and resources. Okay. All right, so we can close out of this now. And here's our excavator. You're probably not going to start the excavation until it's powered. So let's go ahead and connect the rails. Yeah, not extracting anything. So we'll get down here and start connecting some rails. Everything needs a socket. So there it is. That's where it's connecting to up there. Pretty cool. Check that out. Okay, that makes it so much simpler. I thought that we were looking at like Sim City, like OG Sim City, where you had to like run your power independently. Yeah, that makes things a lot better. All right, so now let's get this over to the base. Can we make it all the way? We got to connect this thing to a snapping point. So where's it supposed to snap to? Let's go find that. Is that the snap up there? All right, it's too long. So let's go ahead and we'll just kind of put it right here first, and then we'll worry about it getting to where it needs to be here. And that's a fan in the front. Where are you supposed to snap to? Connect the excavator with the OCL using your drone rails. Try connecting it there. That didn't seem to work. Let's try to connect a rail directly onto this and see if we can figure that part of it out first. No, because again, it's saying that it needs a socket, and it looks like that's the only one that we can socket. So this one isn't really making sense to me, because this isn't the OCL. This is not the OCL. Hang on. Give me this back. I was doing it wrong. I was approaching this completely wrong. Okay, so now we got to run all the way back to this one. We do apparently have low hydration, so we got to figure that out. Hang on, is this water? This is water. Is it dirty? Can I just drink it? It's not letting me just drink the water. Ooh, hydrobulbs. We'll probably be able to eat something called hydrobulb. Let's check that out. What's this? Eat for effects, gain 18 hydration. Okay, nice. You're gonna need to find some food soon, but that at least handled the water situation. Okay, back to this. Rails, boom, like this. Can't believe I was trying to connect it to my base core. And so I'm sitting here and was like, why is this not connecting? This should connect. This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, because that was not how these things are supposed to connect. Okay, so now we go over this way. See it? You see it in the front there? Oh, so if it's in the front there, what am I doing? What am I doing? I actually have to redo this yet again. Yeah. One more time. Take it back now, y'all. Okay, so let's go to here, rails. Do it from afar so that way we don't have to run that way. Gonna get all the way right here with it this time. See, that's where it's gonna connect to. Go ahead and link this down here like that. And then right in to building colliding with something. You mean yourself? There we go. Probably didn't need to do this rail. Hang on. Let's fix this. Trying to keep things as clean as possible. And that did not look that clean. We should be able to just go straight in with it. See? Yeah. Keep that rail support away. Okay. So now it all turned red as soon as it touched. Provide enough energy for your buildings to operate. So that means that we're at a deficit. Hence why everything's flashing red here. Okay, so learning, adapting, solar energy. We're using 15. There's only 10 in the grid. So that means that we need more solar. Oh, where's the solar? No, that's inside the habitat. Is this it? Yeah, there it is. That's our energy. Got to remember that's energy right there. Then linked.
Now that the raw
Question.
I have an answer.
You install. But I already signed the NDA.
There you go.
this will be giving those.
Okay, so we got to claim some rewards. Easy. All right, so now we got to do this analyzer station. Oh, we can like build it into the wall. Look at that. That's clean. I love when games let you have that functionality. All right, let's check out these star tiers first. Easy enough. Now we just have to explore the planet in search of some plants. There was those like water bulbs over here, so let's grab some of those and we can scan those in.
Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward in the future.
They look like
You will need to
olives.
decide
There you
once
go.
research
Good to
enough
know.
plants in the future. You will need to decide which corporations you want to share your research with. The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves.
Another great day for science.
Appreciate it when you choose them.
So I wonder how that effect is going to play out. Like if you just keep using the same scientists every single time or corporations to just refund everything over and over and over again. Like that to me, that tells me, yeah, I don't know. That's going to be kind of cool. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but I want to see if that's going to have a long-term effect. Use data points to gain reputation in the corporate terminal. Like this?
It's time for the final stage. of
Perfect. Filters.
Materials aren't very useful to corporations.
Nice.
Since they need to produce something with them anyway.
Mm.
The buildings you have available automate the production of the more valuable items.
Why can't they process them themselves? They have factories
Hang
for
on.
the entire solar system.
Is this producing anything?
But the Griffith
Let me check to see if this is actually producing. I don't know why it wasn't running through this rail. See if we can figure that out. Because it's there. Like, we're definitely getting tons of it, but it's not running through the rail. So now we have to figure out why. We can't just talk, or we can't select the rail here. So let's go ahead and head on back over to the OCL and see why this is saying that it's blocked. Low calories. We need to find some food. Oh, we have that polyfruit, right? Thought we did. Probably shouldn't have given it all to the data collectors. There was some, this is where we found it over here. So let's see if we can find some more. There we go. One, yep, a couple more over here. Don't want to venture too far away from the base until we can figure out some of the automation. So hopefully this 3 is enough. Nope, can't just double click on it to use it.
to the individual.
That's fair.
No
Locked.
training.
So we have a commission.
Questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, how anxious
Again, now it's saying blocked.
make you feel?
Since this is the first question, to establish a good baseline, I will answer 5.
Let's go. Okay, so we need more materials. All right, let's see if that was enough. Not even close to enough. We need more wolfram. Let's go get some more wolfram ore. I'm sure we'll be able to find some right here. I don't think that this one's actually broken yet, and so we'll just keep going at it. I kind of want to harvest that one up there because that's wolfram too. So I still don't know why my extractor is blocked. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's dependent. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. All right, get this heat out of here real quick. I have yet to encounter any of the enemies yet too, but the arachnids, like, it reminds me of Starship Troopers, if you guys have seen that movie. So I'm pretty excited to see it. All right, I'm going to get kind of an abundance of wolfram here. So that way, hopefully, I don't need to come back for some time. Just trying to get at least 40. you know, which isn't going to last me that long. I'm pretty much just going to run back to the base immediately and turn it all into building materials. Let's just cap it out and overheated. Back to the base. So again, we're going to turn everything into building materials. I want to know if we can go up to that thing and what that thing is. It looks like a giant like orbital miner or orbital drill. And so I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, you see what I mean? It's yellow up here. I don't know why it's blocked. Not entirely sure. Story items, weapons. Yeah, not sure why it's blocked. But either way, okay, so let's get more building materials. We can use our basic item printer through the door. That's fantastic. Okay, so that should have gotten us everything that we needed here to do our smelter. So I'm going to put the smelter over here. We'll lower it into the ground like that. You know what? Actually, I don't like that. I do love how you get all your materials back. And so, like, there's no harm if you want to, like, fix it. But yeah, I don't want it on the ground. I want the platforms here. Okay, so now we have these rails going into the smelter. And so what I think we can do, I've had this thought for a few minutes now. So I'm going to put a rail connector here, and then we'll go over to this one. Yeah, this one, and take out this rail support, which takes it out of that. Perfect. And then now I want rails, and we'll connect from here, and we're going to go to the connector. Yeah, right here. See, look how cool that is. Okay, now we're going to connect from here to the smelter. Building can't be placed. Why not? Because I see the arrow directions. So we need to make sure that we are doing everything directionally appropriate. Okay, so then we'll loop it back around and go in like that. Probably could have done this a much cleaner way. Yeah, let's fix this. This just needs to be spun around. Now that I know that it's directional, I want to like have it make sense, you know? Okay, so smelter. Damn it, wrong button. There we go, rotate. Perfect. Yeah, we want to have this thing be kind of like in line with everything else, but I want it to be offset so that way like you don't have to go to the smelter if I just need to send titanium in. Okay. Let's get that other support down and we'll get it into the smelter. So this one, building's really fluid in this. Like it's really easy to get the hang of the building, which is kind of surprising. Green Hell took a long time to really understand the building mechanic. It was worth it, but it definitely took a good amount of time. Okay, so now smelter, go this way. We need to follow arrows colliding with another building. Okay, so you come back here. And you're going to go here like that. And we're going to connect here. Perfect. Look at that. So now we have the rails moving. Do we have power going? I think we have power going to everything. Smelter. Yeah, I mean, let's just make it. I guess I could just toss it in. How do we... So this is processing. Is it like moving ore now? Oh, yeah, there it goes. There it goes. There's all the titanium. We figured it out. So it needs to go to a smelter. That makes me happy. And now the OCL. Yeah. Okay, now our OCL's going off. Man, I already want to like reposition a bunch of this stuff. Look at this smelter. Nice. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead, reach level 5 here and claim our rewards. Oh wait, no, we want to go to this one, right? Nope, I was wrong. It is this one, right? There it is. Okay, so we're still sending them. So do we need to make more bars? Is that what's going on? We're making them. Yeah, and it's automating the process, so it's doing it. Low hydration again. What do you have in your inventory? Okay, there's 4 more left in here. Hopefully that's enough. Let's go get some water real fast while this is all processing out. I do appreciate how I'm getting these like indications and there's just like, oh yeah, water and food and stuff like that. There's level 5. All right, nice. I have to get some food in just a couple of minutes. Okay, so reach level 5, claim the rewards. Let this keep happening. Level 5. Wait, do I have to claim the rewards from the corporate terminal? Oops, there we go. Platform modules. Okay, so we got a ladder and a safety barrier. That's cool. And advanced habitat modules and advanced platforms. Cool. Love it. Training complete. Playtest build features an early glimpse of our work in progress. Not all the features present. First taste as you build. As your basic training is over, you can now expand your base, optimize production, explore the world, try to survive. Okay. All right, so here we go.
This is the end of your introductory training.
Nice.
But remember that Arcadia 7 is a dangerous place.
It is.
And a person will spend their entire life.
So let's see what we can do. Ooh.
Is that a threat?
So each one of these, letting her finish everything.
Ready.
All right, so there's all the titanium bars coming in for this one. Yep, just keep it going. Fantastic. Okay, so we kind of got everything moving forward here. I want a gun. Like, that's kind of where my head's at, is I want a gun, because there definitely needs to be some type of firearm usage here. We got these titanium bars heading out to our first contract. We're just going to work on future health solutions because it seemed to have some base building stuff. Bunch of building stuff just came available to us, like these safety barriers and stuff like that. Vertical connectors, so that's the ceilings, or the how to get to the second level. Horizontal, oh, so we can expand the base. Let's do that. Let's start off by doing a little base expansion here. All right, so we need to connect on both sides to make that happen. Hang on. So it needs to connect with another habitat. So let's put a habitat here. Perfect. So now what we can do is replace this window. Nice. And we can replace it with a horizontal connector, also referred to as a hallway. This is a hallway that we're putting on. Come on, connect. Connect. I want you to connect in the middle. I want you to connect in the middle. Not going to let me do that? Okay, just let me do it. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Let's go check it out from the inside now. Look at this. Clean. What else can we put inside up here? Personal crafting, analyzing station. That's pretty much it. We can do a vertical connector, but we need to put a habitat on top. Let's put a habitat on top of that habitat. And then, oh, hang on. We can do it from inside of here? Hang on. No, it doesn't look like that's working. Let's go outside and see if we can just do it like that. Yeah, look at that. I wonder how tall we can build. All right, we'll do 3 stories for now, just for right now. You know, we're still very early on in our development here. I wonder if we can go 1-to-1. So there's 1, and then I wonder if they're going to connect. Look at that. It pretty much just makes one continuous ladder to get up to our 3rd floor here. All right, so this is going to be our bedroom, if you will. So we'll put double windows on each side, or well, except for that, because it can't fit a double window. But there we go. Windows all around. Cool. What else can we do? Doesn't look like we had that much early on, but we'll see. Defenses, base core. Nah. I already have all that done. Pillar support. Okay. All right. I could just build like an exterior platform up top here. That sounds like a fun idea. Let's do that. All right. So we'll put an airlock right here in the corner. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. How cool is that? And then platforms. Where were those platforms? Here. Yep. Look at this. Be able to build these cool platforms like this. I love this. And these only cost 1 building material each. All right. So it's not stable up here. We have that issue. So that means that we need to go downstairs and add some, what's it called? Pillars. We unlock some pillars. So let's go do that. I appreciate this because they know that everybody was just going to dive in and do the base building. Like, they did not care about, like, they just got me into the base building as soon as possible. All right. So that's it. Let's get our pillar support up here. So it looks like it's right here. I think we have it right. Yep. Colliding with another building. Oh, we have to do the pillars first? Okay. Then if that's the case, let's go ahead and get rid of this one. We'll move it forward and see if we can make it happen like that. So if this one, hang on, supported platform. Can I just like hook it in? No. What is this over here? Is this a platform? Did I put this down? When did I put that down? Weird. Okay. Pillars, back to what we were doing. Pillar support. Okay, so this is where it was, and I want to push it 1 more forward, so that way we can get 2 on top of here. And then now, can we get a platform up there? Beautiful. Just want to survey my kingdom that I'm building, except realistically, I wanted it there. Yeah, I'd rather have it here. We'll get rid of it, the other one. Did that kind of like merged the platform a little bit. Hang on, I want to go look at that real fast. Because if that's cool looking, I might keep that. I love the modular construction. Like, they did a fantastic job on this modular construction and how everything's kind of like snapping together. Yeah, look, it made like a pseudo platform here on top of this one. That's kind of cool. I think I just saw an animal over there. I don't know if it was a particle or if it was an animal. So it says core overheat 45 out of 100 at the top of my screen. I'm very curious what that means. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead. Look at that. Hang on. Shallow stairs. What if I add another platform right here? And then we put some shallow stairs here. Building with another building? That seems lame. All right. Come on now. Why are you not letting me get rid of this? Let's try to just relaunch it and see if it works this time. Yep, there it goes. It's not letting me get rid of these. Aha. Come on, let me get rid of it. Holding to deconstruct. Let me deconstruct. Weird. It's letting me do that one. It's not letting me do this one. Why not? There it goes. So it takes out all of them, which is kind of nice. I kind of like that. All right, so we are going to do what we originally did because that seemed to at least work. Oops. Note to self, get rid of that one down there. Whoops. Okay. here, here. See, it's the exact same. This is what we wanted to do anyway. That's not stable. That's unfortunate. All right, let's just go a little bit further with it. Like, we don't need to spend too much time. That's tall. Elevation must have shifted here. We have low calories again. We're going to need to handle that. Rotate this around to go on top. Still says that the building's not that stable. So let's get a platform up on top of that and see if we maybe can come down from that. Yep. Beautiful. Like, we might as well let ourselves get up on the roof. Connect. What do you mean connect? Do we have to get rid of this platform? Now let's get rid of both of these. Apparently, these don't need to be connected. Look at that. Okay. So this is just a little observatory or observing platform that we're building up here, just so we can survey what we're working on. Let's get some safety railings on all of this. You know, I bet there's OSHA up here on Arcadia. They might be called like Arcadia OSHA or something. Hey, building not stable. Might have to figure out a way to make that building stable so we can get railings on here. There we go. Guess we had to like connect it in or something. I don't know. I will also mention, because I typically mention it on most of our content. Wow, the music is good. Like very, very good sound design here in Arcadia. Can I sneak through here? Nope, not going to let me through that. Okay. Good railing. Look at this. Look at this nice railing we got going on here. All right, so everything is kind of set up here. I wonder if we can jump over our own railing. We can. Good to know. That didn't hurt. I wonder if there's fall damage. See here. So we need to get some food. We need to get some water. And then it's time to look at our contracts to see if there's anything that we can make some more money with. Come here. Come here. These. Let's find something to eat. What's this? Titanium? Yeah, it's just some titanium. There we go. Hey, we got level up on our movement, level up on survival. That's interesting. Let's look at that real fast. That's the building menu. All right, so first things first, let's eat. Get us up into the nice. We'll drink something delicious. Okay, so apparently we like unlocked some stuff here. We got our movement up a little bit, survival up a little bit, combat. Still haven't used combat, but let's go check out the contract to see if we've finished this one or what's going on. Future Health Solutions, level 2. So we got this one. This is Wolfram plates. So we got craft it in the fabricator. So let's go see if we get, or if we have a fabricator that we can unlock. Regeneration chamber. This is our respawn point. That's nice. That's nice. How do we, so I need to figure out how to do a fabricator. This doesn't help me. Yeah, that's just ammo and building materials. Fabricator. Where's the fabricator? First things first, we gotta put a regeneration chair up in that like top bedroom area that we met. I don't know if that's the equivalent a bed, but that's pretty cool. Okay, so I claim this now.
When?
Nice. So we can change our character at that point, it looks like. Okay. So that's nice. I like having lore-based respawn points like that. Okay, so that really didn't help us in terms of figuring out this fabricator. Looks like we're gonna need to get some materials soon anyway. So hang on, let's go over here. The smelter's not making anything, or at least the extractor's not sending anything. Let's check in here. Bunch of calcium ore. Bunch of titanium ore in here too, actually. All right, so, let me see if I can cancel this contract, because we need to figure out how to unlock the, what's it called? We need to figure out how to unlock the fabricator. So let's get another one launching out here. And in the meantime, how much wolfram do we have? We have no wolfram. Let's go get some wolfram. Oh yeah, we need to delete this, because I have a feeling that we're gonna need to get some basic building materials to make all this stuff. Helium, that's nice. I see some red flowers in the distance. I'm gonna go look at that. I'm gonna go check that out. Yeah, got some wolfram, meteor heart. That's nice. Let's go see what these red bushes are all about. Haven't done much exploring. I've only been focusing on base building. Whoa, it's like buildings over there. What's this? Prickler. It's like prickly pear fruit. All right, let's go hop on down this way. My curiosity has officially gotten the best of me, because now I'm like exploring the world and like I'm seeing buildings. I wasn't really expecting to see buildings. So now I'm like curious. These look closer over here than those. So I want to go check it out. I'm finding all this like miscellaneous stuff. Keep grabbing some food. Okay, we might as well check it out. Just a rock. What is this? It looks like kind of like solar panels on the top here, like a lander or something. What is this? And also butterflies? What's the atmosphere on this planet? What is happening here? That's a dead body. That's a dead body. It literally is called dead body. Wow. Okay. So you have a bunch of junk here. You have fruit. Wait, no, that's my inventory. I have a bunch of junk. Calorie bar. That's nice. Unknown storage material. Damaged tech of an unknown origin used in analyzing station. That's cool. Explosive. I'm going to take it all. What's this? The geoscanner? Not sure what a geoscanner is. That actually just dawned on me. I don't have a map. Like, I haven't found or unlocked or something, but I don't have a map. Okay, so I can see my base all the way over there. We're going to head all the way up here, check this out, and see what's going on up there. Then we're going to head over to this satellite dish-looking thing, and then we're going to head back to the base. And that's going to be our little excursion. Some more star tiers, just to kind of see all the different stuff that's over here. What's going on here? Those look like reeds. What is this? Can I interact with it? Like octopus tentacles attached to plant. I'm like cautiously exploring, but like I don't know if the playtest has enemies in it yet. So that's per plant.
Quiet.
Grab a couple of these so we can analyze them. Asteroid there. Got our movement leveled up. That's nice. What's this over here? This is intriguing. Clever robotics drone wreck with some tubes. Interesting.
Great.
All right, looks like just a meteor over here. Man, this looks like an abandoned research facility. There's like solar power up there, a bunch of different stuff. All right, let's let the world load. Don't want to sprint too far ahead here. And we have those nutrition bars now, so I'm not too stressed out about finding food. But yeah, now that the base is kind of like automated a little bit, we can get out and do some exploring. Man, not finding a map. That's kind of crazy to me that I haven't had a map yet. All right, let's go check this out. As I said, it looked like an abandoned habitat from afar. Okay, so I don't have a gun. How's the harvester gonna do? Harvester works all right. Was not expecting to encounter these guys. So in all of my like gaming, I don't like beam-based weapons. Never have, never will. Come on, die, 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 die. Luckily, we got a regenerating shield here. Come on now. Whoa, what's this? Okay, shield is breaking. I'm in an infection cloud. Shields don't function inside. Whoa, look at that cloud over there. Okay, so the enemies are... That was crazy. Can we loot these dudes? No. Okay, hang on. Something fell off of one of them. A slasher biofact. We'll probably be able to analyze it. It looks like we already had one of those, which means that our harvester, when we killed it, harvested the loot, which is awesome. But okay, so I was not expecting the enemies, but it looks like the harvester is actually a decent weapon against them. Not a fan of beam... Wait, change. Ooh, that's cool. Little trail markers. How do I get rid of it? It goes away after time? Okay, stop playing with that. Stop playing with that, otherwise we'll break something. So yeah, they were dropping the loot, but also it seems like I might have been harvesting it as I was going. They came at me quick. There's more. All right, there's more. It's cool. Just train them back. I'm aiming for their faces here. That's like the most logical thing, right? All right, dissipate the heat. Let's run back down this way. Nice, got our combat leveled up. The enemies remind me, I think I mentioned this like at the beginning when I started, the enemies remind me of like Starship Troopers. And so I wonder how big these arachnids, these bugs are gonna get. All right, let's check our stats here. I don't know what some of these do, so we'll ignore some of them for now until we can analyze them. All right, so all I'm trying to do is just check out this research facility. But every time we get close, some spiders come at me. This time I'm going to stand my ground and not run away. Look at this rubble pile. War bonds, inductors, sulfuric acid.
Gotcha.
Take it all. I like that. You can like search trash. More great trash. Great trash. All right, what do we got inside of here? Storage, wolfram, and an unknown module. And this is synthetic silicone. Man, tons of new resources that I'm going to have to figure out. Curious how the war bonds are going to play into it, because that's going to be a type of currency, it looks like. Don't fall down there. Oh, you can double jump? Yeah, you can double jump. That's cool. Double jump takes a little bit of energy, but that's nifty. That's going to be like really handy to learn how to use better. All right, take all that. I probably should have like dropped some of my my loot back at the base before coming this way, but we seem to have enough of everything here. Oh, look at that. Love the double jump. Another dead body. Hey, some ammo finally. Can't use any of this. Tablet doesn't help me with anything. Storage box also doesn't help me with anything. What are you doing up here? Don't like that. Don't like that. So we have this infection. Our shield doesn't work and it won't regenerate while we have an infection. And so I actually do have to run away a little bit so that way my health doesn't deplete when they hit me. It's almost gone. Okay, there we go. Oh man, look at all these spiders coming at us. All right, I gotta bail. Get our heat down. Pick them off one by one. All right, run back up. right as he was jumping. I would love to use some of that. Haha, sliding down the hill. That's amazing. That is handy as hell. I'm going to have to perfect using that in combat, but that was cool. I wish I could use that pistol ammo that I found up there, but I've yet to find a pistol. So we'll see if we can find one of those. Let's head on up here. So we were cut short from our loot. I'm going to try to use some of this stuff so that way we can get some of the materials up there. Be cool if I could find a way to like recharge my health, but so far no dice on that. Okay, pistol ammo, basic stuff, stabilizer. None of that really helps me with anything. Food station. Hello, max stack limit, max stack limit. Okay, so we're full up again. Man, I don't want to like use all this stuff. We've already analyzed that one. Probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. I'm gonna eat this one. All right, hang on. One of these got rid of poison, so let's figure out which one gets rid of the toxicity. That one. Okay, the per plant does. Okay, all right. Again, would be great if we found a pistol of sorts, but that's not in the cards currently. We've kind of checked out the whole area, but still a fair amount left here. Whoa, okay, some trash. What's this over here? These look like solar panels. This is what kind of caught my eye when we were first over here. What's that? A rotor. So we're full up on everything again. Probably going to have to come back here and drop stuff off. So I'm curious, we haven't seen one of these like Star Rupture events, one of the supernovas, which is the namesake of the game, right? And so I wonder if they have that incorporated into the playtest at all or what. But either way, looks like we got one building left to explore here. I'm going to skip the satellite and head on back to the base because I am just full inventoried right now and just do not have the capacity for anything. Ooh, what's that? An unknown sphere. Hang on. Some stuff just hatched in. Ooh, they're respawning. They're just straight up respawning. That's the issue. Holy hell, they're all infected. All right, let's slide down the hill again. All right, I can't activate it. We'll figure it out one of these days. Got our shield back, but with this amount of them, like just a couple hits and we were down under 50%. Holy hell. Okay, shield broke. Beeline it back to the base. See if we can make it. Come on, shield regenerate. Damn it. They're not giving me a chance to let this thing regen. Come on. Is it just the two left? No, there's one more back there. Okay, so those enemies, they were respawning because I wasn't moving fast enough. There was like an unknown sphere up there that they didn't have a chance to grab, but I'm just not going to screw around with those spiders anymore because I got 26 health left. That was intense. All right, let's scrap our plan to go to the satellite. We're heading back to the base. We need to build some kind of storage container, like figure that out. Is that a volcano? That looks like a volcano of sorts. Huh, hang on. What are these? More spiders. They look smaller though. Crap. I don't have the health to deal with this. Okay, so now we have spiders all over the map. Okay, all right. Trying to trigger these blue guys back there so that way I don't get infected. Little baby spiders. Okay, those weren't that bad. Those weren't that bad. But wow, this game just went from like chill to insane in like 5 seconds. Man, kudos, Creepy Jar. I'm like, my heart's pounding a little bit. Like, not bad, guys. Get back home. Get back home. Come on, get back to the base. It's like home sweet home. You're still sending off titanium bars? Crazy. How many bars do we need to send off? I need to build another one of these OCLs. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. All right, to the analyzer. Well, that's finishing up. We got some stuff to analyze. Flame. Man, look at all these data points that we're getting for all this stuff. And we got a codex unlock for that. If only I knew what a codex unlock was. All right, so this is all the stuff to add our points in here to future health solutions. I want that food station from them. That's what I'm working on with them. There's the fabricator, though. Man, I almost made a mistake. I should have gone for the fabricator. We don't have anything else. Hang on, let's see if I can get another meteor core because it was only 150. So let's just get this meteor core real fast. I need to figure out how to get my health back. Come on, meteor core. Mediocre. It made me laugh. It made me laugh. Okay, so we got the meteor heart. That's what it's actually called. There's some star tiers. Maybe we can turn those in again. I don't know. How we doing here? Still working on this one. So that's at 188 now. I wonder if... Damn it. I always hit the airlock too soon. Back in here. Okay, yeah, this is just going up whenever we launch something new. So that's happening no matter what. Let's go back over to our fabricator or our analyzer, though. Yep, we can analyze these for like no points. Perfect. All right, and then we'll just level these guys up directly.
Corporation thanks you for your shipment.
It's our nice little fabricator.
Phenomenal.
How big is this one? Ooh, okay, so that's our next thing is our fabricator here. There's our switch. So we need 160 resources to do this. Let's go ahead and hop back inside here. Can we have just enough to build that? Like in the printer here, max? Oh yeah, we had plenty. We were full to the brim. Love it. Okay, so with this being said, so now we got to do a fabricator. We need to do a fabricator like right here, right? I'm probably going to have to go back and like redo a lot of this base so that way it's more organized. But right now I'm trying to just kind of figure out how everything works. Because, like, my God, this is a very, very complex game in terms of all the different fabrication. They made it very easy. Don't get me wrong; it's very easy to dive in and get it done. But yeah, definitely a more complex one, that's for sure. Okay, so now, I don't think I'll be able to put this one in here. So let's get another orbital lander here. Where is it? It was this one? No, that's the core. Where's the OCL? There it is. All right, so we're going to do another OCL right next to it, right? And this one, going to get rid of that one. Yeah, because we need to redo our rails. So this one is now going to run into this one, but we need to, like, do it properly, right? Oh, upstairs. Prepare myself for a wave. Is that? Because I was just saying I wasn't sure if they actually put like the star explosions, the star rupture, like the namesake of the game. I wasn't sure if they actually were able to include it in the playtest, but it kind of seems like it. Where is it? I think it's man. I was legit wondering if we were going to see one or not. There it goes. So the name of the game, Star Rupture, right? Well, when a star ruptures, it's called a supernova explosion because it's a star rupturing, and it's a combination of like hydrogen and helium like fusing together and then combusting. And so, yeah, one of the most like volatile scientific phenomenons of all time. And that's one of the reasons why I was so thrilled about this game. So there you go. Look at that next wave in 10 seconds here. Look at it. Look at it. Could you imagine having to outrun one of these? Oh, man. It's just, holy hell. Whoa. I mean, what? I love how everything's like, it sounds like you're on a rickety boat right now. Like everything's falling apart. It's like the floor is lava, literally. This is insane. This is why I wanted the windows, man. Like this is awesome. Hang on, give me another window. Windows. Let's go. I cannot walk forward. There we go. Wow. Okay, so everything's returning to normal. That's what she just said. Floor is no longer lava, but I wouldn't want to walk out there right now. This is nuts, dude. Okay, so hang on. Everything just got dark out there. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Okay, returning to normal. Kind of seeing a little bit of stuff out there. Can I go outside? All right, so the temperature's no longer that bad. Wow. Okay, so we made it. We survived through a star rupture event. Our little makeshift base. The whole game just like completely changed too. Like everything just got really somber and really just like this game just got real. Like it was very, very chill. Then we found spiders. Then we found near death. And then we found a star rupture. Sorry, I'm still a little speechless. That was insane. Like very, very insane. But wow. Okay. So I wonder how frequent that type of an event is going to happen because that was intense. That was very, very intense. Oof, okay. So this one, we need to be doing those corporations. Let's go ahead and process these. What are you blocked on? Should it be this one that's doing it? No, you're blocked on this one. So let's go back. Man, I'm still like, that was crazy. That was legit crazy. All right, hang on, this is blocked. Okay, so you can actually like see how a bunch of this stuff is being built out and the different colors and things like that determines your power flow. This game is going to be nuts. Look at the ash. Look at the ash floating down. Okay, so this has been Star Rupture. I am thrilled to see the final one come out because I'm blown away by this one. I came into it with low expectations and it blew me out of the water. Like I was not expecting much from this playtest, but I have a feeling that this might become one of my favorite games. This is gorgeous. Kudos to Creepy Jar. Like seriously guys, kudos to you. This is amazing and I cannot wait for the final version of this. I'll probably do this on a live stream once the full game comes out. I wanted to rush a video through because I don't think I'm going to have a chance to live stream this before the playtest is over. I might I might live stream it tomorrow, though, because there's only one day left in the playtest. I was going to do Grounded 2, because Grounded 2 literally just came out this week. But wow, this is gorgeous. All right, thank you very much, Creepy Jar, for giving us a access into your playtest here. I'm putting windows on like every single surface I can, so that way I can watch these events next time. Like that was insane. That was crazy. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm going to call it here. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for Star Rupture, because I am thrilled. I am pumped for Star Rupture. This is going to be legendary. Kevin for Base Legend. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We do games just like this all day, every day on this channel. And so if you like this stuff, definitely hit that subscribe button. See you next time.